So we move on to episode number 12 in our course, Getting Your First Piercing. This time we're going to cover cleaning up after the piercing, tear down, etc. Coming up next, and new to piercing, episode number 49. For those that are new to the channel, welcome to the Body Piercing and Tattooing channel. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Hope you find them helpful and useful, but you might not know who I am. My name is DaVo. I'm a professional body piercer and have been since 1994. I own and I operate the Axiom Body Piercing studio located right here in Des Moines, Iowa, inside Skin Kitchen Tattoo. What we're going to talk about today is what happens right after the piercing is done and we start moving on to cleaning up and etc. to make sure that everything is kept where it's supposed to be and make sure that you don't leave with anything extra. So the first thing we want to do is, if there was any bleeding, clean that up and also clean off the surgical scrub, the betadine or whatever we use, just to make it more presentable. Sometimes we get this off, but it may leave a film behind that's a little yellowish or brownish, yellowish, or a little orange. That's normal. It'll come off afterwards. Also, there might be some marker left behind, especially if we had to do a line marking or multiple markings to align the piercing correctly. These will fade in time, just to let you know. So to do this, we'll use a sterile gauze sponge saturated with saline or rubbing alcohol, or use alcohol pads to kind of just scrub off the area, clean any dry blood, and make it look a little bit better. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the status of the person who is getting pierced. How are they feeling? Are they lightheaded? Do they feel dizzy? Do they feel like they're going to pass out? Or do they feel nausea? I always kind of go, the way I always put it is, how are you feeling? Is there anything I should be concerned about? Always be honest with this. If you're feeling a little bit lightheaded, that's fine. Sometimes that happens. What we're going to have you do is we're going to have you stay laid down or where you're at, where we can control. If you do pass out, we can control what direction you go, and we don't have to worry about you falling and hurting your head or hitting your head on something or doing something else. It's best just to kind of give yourself a minute to recover. You've gone through a new experience. You should take a short break. Now, if you are feeling lightheaded, we'll usually offer water, maybe a dum-dum sucker or a tablet, sugar tablet, or something to kind of get your blood sugar up again and just give you some time. If you feel nauseous, we'll move over the trash can and make sure that it's within easy distance if you need it. Then I'll ask you, do you want to do the fun part? And the fun part is looking at the piercing. We'll either hand you a mirror or we'll go ahead and have you stand up and take a look at the full length if you're ready. Some people don't even wait that long. They just take a picture of it right away or look at their phone. Now that you're basking in the glory of your new piercing and checking it out and thinking, why did it take me so long to finally get this done? We're going to start tearing down the equipment we use for the piercing. To do this, we're going to put on a new pair of gloves. We're going to take any equipment and we're going to put everything in its proper place. Things that are contaminated and need to go in the biohazard will go in the biohazard container to be disposed of as medical waste. Stuff that's going to be reused will be placed in a container so that it can soak in a hard surface cleaner like Cavicide for at least an hour or so, just to decontaminate it so it's safer for us to handle it during the cleaning process. Everything else will kind of fold up into a drape, and then we'll take our glove, peel it over it so it creates kind of a ball, and then we will dispose of it correctly. Then we'll wash our hands, clean off the tray with a hard surface cleaner again, clean off the table or chair or everything, any surfaces we've touched or anything that may have been contaminated during the piercing procedure. Well, that's it for that part. We're going to move on to the next thing, which is aftercare and healing. Coming up next in our next episode. If you have any questions about this or suggestions or seen different methods or what have you, or just have a general piercing question, please leave a comment. If you'd like your comments answered or your questions answered right away, check out our live podcast every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time called Talking About Piercing Live. And we'll answer your question right away. Till next time, here's hoping all your piercings still have ease and without a single issue And if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, I'd love to see you for your piercing needs in the future. See you in the next episode where we talk about healing and aftercare.